the principal, teachers, and my dear friends. Today's assembly is conducted by class 7B and the topic of our assembly is Challenge Your Fears. Challenges are high, dreams are new. The word out there is waiting for you. Dare to dream, dare to try. No goal is too distant and no star is too high. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Your ability to confront, deal with and act in spite of your fears is the key to happiness and success. One of the best exercises you can practice is to identify a person or situation in your life of which you are afraid and resolve to deal with that fear situation immediately. Do not allow it to make you unhappy for another minute. Resolve to confront the situation or person and put the fear behind you.
Fear is something that exists in every heart. It is something that comes from an unknown region and lasts for quite a long time, sometimes even forever if it is not checked timely.
Our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. It is a big wall of illusion between you and the possibilities of your life. The biggest fear is the fear of unknown. A lot of people have to embrace failure because their fear pulls them back.
Remember, fear and failure always go parallel in life. Whatever we fear in our hearts eventually becomes the result. If you get scared of your examinations, you won't be able to work smoothly. Your fear will pull you back and you will end up getting nothing but failure.
Our thinking is extremely powerful. If we think about fear, we indirectly start preparing a base for it. This way, we invite it and give space to it. Thus it keeps going and captures all our inner strength and finally makes us weak. So the first thing one should do is not to entertain fear. The moment it comes, you should forcefully divert your mind towards the strength that you are capable of.
You should calmly collect all your inner potential and energy. It acts as the most powerful weapon with which you can give a tough fight to all your fears. You should remind yourself constantly that the fear is the attribute of weak people and you do not belong to that category at all. Consider yourself to be the bravest person. It is silly to worry about what might happen when you know that you have all the chances of doing your best. You can take an intelligent action and clear all the problems that block your way.
Remember, fear breeds so much of worry that you are completely robbed of all your courage. It kills you from inside. Never ever allow anything to overpower you when you are always equipped with a chance of giving your best shot. Then why not take the chance instead of giving up?
Nothing is impossible. It is only fear that makes things seem impossible. So get rid of your fear, get up and take the chance. Challenge your fears. Let your fear realize that you are far more powerful than them. The door will definitely open for you.
3 steps to conquer your fears. Take little steps. There are no rules for the amount of time it takes you to overcome your fears. Everyone has to work at their own pace to find success. Create a plan of little steps towards your ultimate goal so things will not be so overwhelming that you will be afraid to try.
Force yourself to do it. Sometimes the anticipation of something is far worse than actually doing the thing that is worrying you. Pull up and force yourself to do what scares you the most. You'll find that you'll feel empowered by just going for it and it will be a lot easier to make the leap next time you're in a situation.
If you are going to make a conscious effort to deal with your fears in an effort to overcome them, it can help to have a plan. Take a pen to paper and write what your fears are and the different methods you could potentially use to move past them. Writing often helps to spark new ideas you hadn't thought of in the past. my friend Prathamesh will recite a poem on fear.
I will stand toe to toe with fear. Fear will die. My largest fear carries my greatest growth. I will never let my fear decide my fate. I am bigger than any fear. Fear has no place within my heart. Fear has no place within your heart.
There are many fears or phobias we face in our life. Fear of ghosts, fear of pain, fear of death, fear of getting old, fear of hospitals, fear of long words. Believe it or not, fear is the voice of the average, the voice of the settler. Fear must die, fear will die.
Now, my class boys will sing a song on fear. Now, we will show you a video with a prayer for everyone.
This is my prayer for you. This is my prayer today. May the Lord guide and pave your way with fragrance of life conceived in His life for always.
Now, I request our brother principal, Brother Hector Pinto, to address the assembly.
Good morning. Struggle so I can come to this side. So thank you, the students of class 7B and the class teacher. And what was the theme?
Challenge your fears.
Challenge your fears. Yes. Fear is natural. Even I feel nervous to come up here and to speak to so many of you. Before the match also we feel nervous. Of course we got different types of fears, but we must overcome that fear. Okay? And so it's a good message. They have explained it very, very nicely. So because of your fear, you should not step back. You have to be bold. Many have a fear of swimming. Unless you get into the water, you will not be able to swim. Many parents are frightened to send their children alone. They are so frightened whether my son will reach the school or whether we will reach certain destination. Unless the parents overcome that fear, the children will not come to school. We need to take some risks in life. Fear should be there. Certain kind of fear. We should not be overconfident. So thank you very much for that message. And also I'm happy to announce that some are in our table tennis, football and basketball teams have gone to Asansol. We have 2 schools there, Christian Badu schools, St. Patrick's and St. Vincent's. In under 13 table tennis, we are going for the first time. I don't know when did we go last. We came second among the 6 schools that participated in table tennis. Our under 17 football team has qualified for the finals, that is in St. Patrick's. Then in St. Vincent's, our under 13 football team has reached the finals. So we are very happy. And the basketball and under 19 table tennis did not qualify. That doesn't matter. I was telling Sir, Mr. Knight, that St. Edmund's School is a very strong team. I know that I was there, I've taught in that place. But give your best. So they'll be playing against St. Edmund's School in St. Patrick's. We will know the results. We'll pray for them, for their success. So because the message is, because St. Edmund's is a very strong team, we should take it as a challenge. We should not be nervous. Go ahead. Okay? So thank you very much for that message. Now there are certain announcements and I want to give certain informations. I hope everyone is wearing the ID. All of us are wearing ID. Isn't it? Why do we have IDs? Even I am wearing it. I try my best to wear. You know me. But in all the companies nowadays, wherever you go, you must wear your ID. Whether it's Wipro, Infosys or any other companies, you need to wear it. If you are traveling by train or flight, you have to take some kind of ID, whether it's passport or a voter ID, isn't it? Aadhaar card, you have to take it. This is a training for you. Not that we don't know you. We know you. You are wearing our school uniform. So you must learn. Third thing is you must bring your school diary. I will tell you very clearly, we do not have extra school diary. You cannot afford to lose your school diary. And you cannot lose. How can you lose your school diary? Because you have to keep your school diary in the bag. When you don't use, you take it home and bring it to the school. You cannot lose. How can you lose the ID? You may have placed it in the wrong place. No one wants your diary. You cannot lose any pages of the school diary. How many of you have passports? Raise your hand. Why don't you tear one page and go abroad? Will they allow you? No, you cannot have damaged passport nor expired passport. So therefore, this diary is your passport and it's a big book, so you cannot lose. So make sure you bring your school diary every day, and the first period you have to keep it on top of the desk so that your teacher sees you. And if you do not have the diary or the ID, you have to come to the office. What happens if you don't bring the school diary or ID? You sit outside. You sit outside. You have a choice of calling your parent and tell your parent to bring the ID. Till then you have to sit outside. Or maybe in a week's time we will give you a provisional ID. Where you have to pay 30 rupees and we will give you a provisional ID. In the evening you have to give it back, but you will not get the money back for that day. How many days you will keep it like that? So that is not now. So make sure you wear your ID. Do not play with it. Don't swing. Don't play with it. You see, all the teachers are wearing the ID. And we had a very successful annual sports this year. Now we have got another big event. You know about it. We are going to have a school concert after many, many years. And Mr. Roshan is the director of the concert, Joseph and his amazing technicolor coat. It's a beautiful musical opera. Many have given their names, but I'm sure Mr. Pralav Roy told me, a music teacher, that there are many other good singers, good musicians, good singers. If you have not been in the concert, we do not know, please come and give your name to Mr. Roshan. We have practice at 12:20 here. Come here. Sir will listen to you. We also need others who cannot sing also. There will be dancing here. There will be dancers. This has to be a best concert. Okay, do you believe SEM is the best school in Nainital? Yes, sir. How many of you don't believe? Then you have to go to that school, best school. So this is the best school. You wanted to come to this school. Now you have to prove that we are the best school. We are inviting the students of other schools, parents and the old students. We have to put a grand performance. Our sports was very nice. Thanks to you and to the teachers. You put up very nicely. Did your parents enjoy your school drills? Yes, sir. Did they enjoy? Were they proud of you? Yes, sir. Yeah. And staff is also very proud of you. We are very happy. Same with the concert. So therefore, there are any good singers, you tell them to come here. This is an opportunity for you. We are planning to make this auditorium bigger auditorium. Okay, you know that we are shifting the computer labs. So there are now see there's no place. Some of you are standing. Now for next time, maybe after August, all the junior schools or middle school students can sit here. Now only 250 can sit. So in future we'll have 600. And we are doing it for this concert, and we have a new auditorium, new sound system, new lighting. But that's no good. What's most important is your performance. Having nice building is no good. No? No good. Okay? So I invite all of you, and also I invite the class teachers also to encourage them. Your parents have come on Saturday. We had the parents-teacher meeting. Many of you may have done well and some of you have not done well. I have noticed, especially the boarders, okay, that before the exam, just before the exam, you play football. In my time, at least last 2 days or 2 days before the exam, we would study. You must ask yourself how serious you are being. And all these marks are very important for your promotion. Especially to the students of class 8. You are going to class 9. So remember that. You must work hard. Whether there are some of you in the mini, some of you in the juvies, okay, or now under 19, under 18 tournament will be there. You must learn to balance studies and games and cultural program. We all do that. Teachers also do that. So learn to do that. Don't blame, oh, I was in football, that's why I couldn't study. No. God has given us 24 hours. Am I right? Isn't it? Narendra Modi is also getting 24 hours. Trump, the president of America, is also getting 24 hours. Your teachers are getting 24 hours. Your mothers are getting 24 hours, and you are also getting 24 hours. They are managing time. You can also manage time. So do that. And another thing is that, you are very good kids. Just recently we had 5 brothers, the superiors of the brothers in India, provincial, and his team had come here. And they did mention that the last 2 years they have noticed that our students behave the best compared with other big schools like St. Columbus, Chandigarh. Very respectful, very friendly. I was very happy to hear that. When they say something good, we feel happy. If your teachers must have told your parents some good things about you. If they said, your parents would feel very happy. If the teacher said your son is not studying, your son is troubling us, you think your parents will feel happy? No, same thing. But then another thing that I have noticed, and they also noticed, is the cleanliness of the school, which they were not happy, nor I am happy. And I will tell you, you must be aware that on the tuck shop, we have told him not to sell any more chips, lollipops, anything that pollutes the earth, and anything that is not good for your health. I have given him some time to finish whatever that he has. So therefore, even the day scholars, you are not allowed to bring packet chips here without a packet. There are many reasons. One is supposed not to sell junk food in the school or outside the school also. Shops near the school. That's one. The second thing is, that is the law. Second is, it's not good for your health. You have your lunch, you are not starving, you don't need chips. You want to have it at home. The parents will be there. That's the second. Third is, you are not learned to throw the plastic in the dustbin. If you walk in the field, you will see a number of lollipop sticks. You just throw it. And fourth is, you attract the monkeys, which can be very, very dangerous. And I will give you one incident that happened to me, which changed my life. I was like you. I had told in my value education, they are all in class 9 now, so you have not heard this story.